I always ask, do you have any questions? If they don't ask, I just wait. So we know that people don't like silence. People don't feel comfortable being silent in the lecture hall, but I can always wait for longer than they can, so someone will have to ask something, and then we'll get the conversation going. So they gradually learn that questioning is being reinforced in my class. So they feel safe and they feel that it's a smart thing to do if they ask questions. And whatever questions that they have for me will become part of the discussion. Education is about the students, not the teachers. The purpose of education is for students' growth and learning. So the first question I would ask myself as a teacher is not what I want to teach, but what they need to know. So we always have to put students in the center of the teaching and learning activities. Improv games have been used in actress or actor training where they would have to see the invisible. By doing that, they realize that they need to be able to observe the other person in a very careful way to really empathize with the other person. That applies to our training of therapist empathy and interpersonal skills.
We were invited to practice the therapeutic techniques ourselves, and we were also invited to write short pieces of reflection from both a clinical and client's perspective. These are all the techniques that I'm still using nowadays in order to make myself more sensitive from both clients and therapist perspectives.
For reflection, pedagogical research, education research has told us that learning is not in-depth unless you have reflection. So whatever we ask students to do, we have to invite them to do some reflection. Think about what has happened, why is it working, why is it not working, how to make it work better. This is particularly helpful for therapists. My students are clinical psychology trainees. They're going to be clinicians after they graduate. So it's very important that they continue to learn. By reflecting on your own learning, you continue to think about how to learn better and more.
I think Professor So has a very good understanding of each and every student's capacity and potentials. She would sometimes give us a slight push out of our comfort zone, but not to an extent that would overwhelm students.
But I think what is really touching my heart deeply is when I see my students failing something and then they stand up again. As clinical tutor, I work with students who struggle with their clinical placements. They might have failed the placements, or they might have a lot of self-doubt in the placements, and they would come and cry and talk to me for hours. Sometimes it's a personal growth that will come out of this process, and they realize that even if I haven't done this bit well, I can try harder, or these are the things that I can do, and I'm still a very valuable person, and I still have my personal strengths. And I think it is when they don't become bitter, but see the learning in whatever situations that they're in. This really touches me the most.